Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 260, the episode you've all been waiting for. I promised that I would bring it to you, and here it is. We've got a big show coming up for you today, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock here, and it's Wednesday, the 18th of August. Okay, so we've got a big show coming up for you today, and let's get straight into it. Joining me now in the studio. Good morning to Matt Brown. Welcome to episode 260.
Well, good morning. Thanks, Barry, for having me. Yeah, we hit 260. It's a good milestone. We're getting closer and closer to that 300, which will be a big party that day, Barry.
And the cases, just recapping them from yesterday, 452. So let's hope there is some good news today on the case front. We can't go bashing our fist against the wall and thinking, damn these cases. Here's my offsider to open the show with that.
Yeah, as Barry always says, don't cry over spilt milk. If the numbers are up today, they're up. If they're down, great, they're down. But we've got to all live with this. So, yeah, getting stressed about and getting angry doesn't help the situation. Doesn't help yourself. That's the most important thing.
So don't go and punch the wall your television screen and say, shut up about the cases because you've got to hear the bad news. Here's Matt now to interact on that.
Yeah, bad news. Everything happens for a reason, and these case numbers, yes, they're high, getting stressed and angry. It doesn't help the situation. So either you can learn at this time, since we're not doing what we like all the time, you can learn from this and try to be a better person. I think that's the message at the end of the day with COVID. No one likes it, but you can be a better person or you can be an angrier person.
So the choice is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Either grin and bear it or go, it's up to you. Here's my offsider.
Getting angry, like you said, the barrier doesn't solve any purpose. All it does is hurt your fist, hurt your TV. You're still angry and nothing's changed. Or you can just chill, like Barry and I. Chill. Not happy about it, but we're not going to get angry.
We're not going to go, damn this, and go, and then make a hole in the door or wall, because that's malicious damage. Here's my offside.
Yeah, there's no point in just destroying your own property. There's nothing good can come from that. Makes you angry, hurts your fists, puts a hole in the wall, means that you've got to go and fix it. And if you can't fix it, you have to pay for someone to fix it. And it doesn't help the case numbers, does it, Barry?
It does not.
Yeah. So please, listen.
We know it's like absolute a pain in the neck, but guys, ladies and gentlemen, and viewers alike out there, please be mindful of what the Premier says. She's not saying these things to make things up. Come on, guys. Let's not be complacent and think that this is going to be over in a because it's not. Here's Matt now.
Yeah, like the Premier gets a bashing for doing what they believe. They're the experts. That's why they're in power. People don't like listening to experts, but they have doctors. They have people who are in the medical profession, and they have better answers than you and I who are not in that situation. So please just let them do their job. quicker we let them do their job, the quicker we can move on.
And so we'd like to open the show with all those points we have given today. Don't just suddenly turn off your TV halfway, because what if there were 700 cases in your area, like in your local government area? Here's my upside.
Yeah, if numbers get up that high, which they could, because people aren't listening, Barry, as we know. And then as the numbers go up, that means people aren't isolating. People aren't doing what they're told. They're not telling the tracker tracing team where they are, and that's one of the problems I had a look at this morning, Barry, is the tracing. They can't trace where these people are going now. There's just too many. So that's not good. People aren't staying in where they need to.
So please, we know we've said there's a lot of times on the show, but you have to realize, ladies and gentlemen, that this is not about you. It's what the government wants you to do. Here's Matt now.
Yeah, just listen. It's as simple as that. Listen, do what you're told. It's only for a few weeks, even if it was a few months, but the longer that you don't listen, the longer we stay in this lockdown. And spring's just around the corner too, Barry. So people want to get out. And if you want to get out, do what you're told.
And don't swear and carry on and have a protest. I've heard on the news last night that they're planning to protest with dumbbells. Here's Matt.
Well, gee, I didn't know about that, Barry. You think they would have learnt the first time, but having another protest, if they're planning another one, I think the police presence will be there.
And they will.
They will, yeah.
So if anyone is called going to that planned rally on Saturday, they will have handcuffs on them and they will be arrested. Here's my offside.
Yeah, if you're silly enough to go to the protest, well, do expect to be fined. There's nothing you can do about it. Yes, we understand that everyone's frustrated. We know that. You think we like being locked in? No. But protesting at a large gathering when you know you shouldn't be there and you can spread COVID more. Don't be silly.
So, focusing on Melbourne now. Victoria had 24 new cases overnight, and they've shut the playgrounds and skating things. You know, the thing where you roller skate. Here's Matt now.
That's one thing I haven't heard too much about Victoria, Barry, but if they've got new cases down there, I think has he locked down Victoria now for a while?
Yes.
So the stay-at-home orders are in place for Victoria now.
And the same at the Northern Territory, the ACT, and even New Zealand. So,
okay.
So overseas, so the virus is not just here in Australia; it is in New Zealand as well. So if you're thinking of flying out of the country, forget it. Here's Matt.
Yeah, I did hear, Barry, something about New Zealand as well, actually, but they hadn't had any cases for like nearly 6 months, and they've got a few cases over there, and they're in lockdown. So it goes to show that the virus must still be around. Can't have it for 6 months with no one coming in, and then they've got it again. So yeah, it's here to stay. So do your best, get out there and get vaccinated. That's the only way through this. Not going to listen to your government. Go and get vaccinated.
So, so also today on the show, we're going to be talking about healthy eating on the show, and we might move off the COVID stuff now and talk about healthy eating. Now, for lunch today, I'm thinking I'm getting a tuna roll with some hummus.
Yeah.
Here's Matt now to tell you about it.
Well, look, Barry, that sounds nice and healthy. You know, you like to have your healthy food, Barry, so we'll go and get that with the hummus. I think we've got avocado in there if you want avocado as well with your tuna. And then what were you going to have as well? Some peppermint tea.
Yep, so I'm gonna have a healthy lunch today so I can keep regular.
Good on you. Because but to be fair, Barry, you eat very well and drink very well that I've seen. You keep up the nice, good work. Healthy living, healthy brain, eh, Barry?
So don't just fill up on pizzas and fish and chips. Everything in moderation, guys. Here's Matt.
That's it. Barry and I don't mind having a treat every now and again, but that's because it's a treat. It's not an everyday occurrence. Otherwise, we'd be lethargic and tired and sore, wouldn't we, Barry? And even our mouth wouldn't be able to talk so well, huh?
And our mood swings too.
That's true. Forgot about that. We don't want to go up and down all the time. We want to be a nice level of happiness, not zoom, 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 zoom.
All the
That's it.
like a worn out cassette. So what you eat and drink depends on your mood swings, guys. Here's Matt now to tell you about it.
Yeah, we're just like a battery. Our human bodies. You want to be recharged, fully juiced, ready to go. But if you don't put the right goodies into your stomach, you're going to have problems that can affect your brain. You don't want those sugar highs because they come with a big sugar load.
So,
Nice, even, healthy fruit and veggies, grains and nuts, to say a few.
and even porridge to start your day with a bit of fruit. Here's my offside.
Yeah, like even with fruit, like I know with myself, Barry, I like my vegetables, but fruit I'm a little bit slower, so I'm trying different ways to have my fruit. I even stew my fruit now in the microwave, just so I can have something a bit different, and it keeps my nice fibre going through my body. So there are other ways to eat it. Eat with things that you don't like.
So don't just fill up on junk food, guys. You've got to eat well during the lockdown. Here's Matt now to tell you about it.
Yeah, with the good food in your body, you feel a lot fitter, you feel mentally strong, and also with that food is exercise, Barry. It's good to exercise. That way you can burn off those excess kilojoules that you've put on, and it stimulates the mind and releases those good endorphins. So that's a nice little exercise with healthy food to keep you going through the day.
So we're going to take a break now on the show, and we'll might head up to the shop right now and get the stuff. So we're going to take a break now, and we might even talk about hummus and avocado and tuna when we get back. So stay with us. We've got plenty more coming up on the show today, and the conference is coming up at 11 o'clock. So we've still got plenty more before episode 260 is done and dusted. Here's Matt to tell you what's coming up after the break.
After our conference, guys, we'll keep you updated with the daily tallies. We can come back and talk about Barry's lovely, healthy lunch that we're going to have. So we continue on that. So look forward to hearing from you soon.
So if you've got any questions or comments about today's show or any of the shows that Matt and I am bringing to you, we'd like to hear from you about it. Okay, please do tell us what you think of the show. We'd like, if you've got any suggestions uh, that you'd like us to talk about, or topics, or anything that is bothering you. Okay, if you like something that we brought up on the show, fantastic. Please do drop us a line here. We'd certainly like to hear your thoughts on the episode Matt and I have brought to you so far this week. So, like I've said, we've got plenty more coming up on the show. The 11 o'clock conference is coming up too. After the break, we'll talk more about healthy eating and whatnot to eat during the lockdown. Okay, and we'll talk about getting enough sleep as well. So, plenty more coming up. And this program is proudly brought to you by Coffee's Cordial, to make the cordial that I like best. So stay with us. Plenty more coming up. It's 25 past 10 here on this Wednesday, the 18th of August. You're watching episode 260. Don't go away. We'll be right away with more after the conference. Good morning and welcome back to episode 260. I'm Barry Fair. Some alarming news, 633 cases, all out in the west. Holy dooly, holy mackerel. That's like a huge Big Mac, isn't it? And now, here's Matt. Good morning again. What a shocking figure.
That was a real shock, and just like you said, like a dirty Big Mac, which we don't like here. That's a lot more than what we thought. So, and the scary bit, Barry, is that the Premier even said this is not even the end of it. She expects numbers to even get bigger.
And this is because people have not been doing as they are told. We say this every time on the show. For goodness sake, if you don't have to be out, stay home, stay home, stay home, do as you are told. Here's Matt now to open the second part of episode 260 with this.
Yeah, unfortunately, as you could tell from that news report, Barry, the Premier and the head health minister there, they are, disgusted would probably be the word that comes to mind with how many numbers have risen overnight, just from the simple fact that people are not listening and staying home. It's as simple as that. And these idiots, the nincompoops, as you'd say, Barry, are slow learners.
And like the police are going around knocking on doors and finding that some people are not even there. Here's Matt now for all of this.
Yeah, so if the police are coming around and knocking on your door when you have stay-at-home orders, it's an easy $3,000 or $5,000 fine that the police get. So I'm happy they're going around knocking on doors, Barry, getting these idiots. These are the ones that are spreading it, not listening, even when they know the police are going to come knocking at the door.
Like going, hello, it's the police. Here's an example. Now, if two white police came, okay, and I wasn't here at this house now, I'd probably be issued with a big fine, probably be in trouble. Here's Matt now to give that example.
Yes, I mean, I think as we're quite lucky here on the northern beaches, Barry. After Christmas, when we were in lockdown, we were the only local government area to be in lockdown over Christmas. We complied with those orders. And now people are starting to get irritated saying, well, there is no cases here on the northern beaches. We should be allowed in our own little government area to do what we want in our area, as long as we stay in our area. And that's getting to be a fair point now. So listen, do what you're told, keep those police back in the police station rather than coming to your house and knocking on your door.
Like going and then giving you a $5,000 fine, like the other day when Matt Nincompoop, okay, he drove somewhere without a good valid reason, and the two removalists the other day, they got pulled over, okay, and got diverted back to Sydney. Now, just recapping that 500 infringement notices were handed out the other day. Do you know what the figure was today?
No, I didn't know the infringement notices, but I'm taking a guess there, Barry, that they'll be more than what they were yesterday with that many cases.
So, is it on your phone?
I can have a look. Let's see if we can
So
find.
we'll pause that for a moment there. Well, a message that we'd like to give to people out there that are simply not listening is please stay home, listen to the Premier, don't poo-poo her warnings, okay, because that's rude. Here's Matt now for this.
Yeah, it gets a bit repetitive for us to keep saying the same things, and that's how the Premier is feeling every single day. She's coming out, stay home, do not go out unless you essentially need to, and we can slow this and stop this virus. But unfortunately, Barry, people aren't listening. They're still getting fined by the police. There's some people who are what we call idiots or nincompoops, as Barry says.
Because, like, the lockdown has not been put in place for idiots to break the rules, and they should know better than this. I mean, you're not going to get out of the lockdown if you can't be bothered abiding by the rules. Because here's an example, ladies and gentlemen. I'm staying home. I only went for a walk up the path and back. Here's Matt to tell you.
Yes, so yeah, for Barry staying in for pretty much. When was the last time he went out, Barry? Like 2, 3 weeks ago, before he even went out in the street, because Barry's listening and doing what he's told. Barry even puts a mask on to go outside and go for a walk in the street, and he won't even go anywhere near the shop because he's not putting himself at risk or putting anyone else at risk. And if you can do exactly the same as Barry's doing, I think we're going to be able to knock this on the head a lot quicker.
Because for us to have to bring all this information to you day by day, we're going to be doing this. Because we feel that it is a very important task for us. It matters.
Yeah, it is a very important task. But at least we know that we're doing everything that we possibly can to stay safe and to keep our viewers safe by giving them the right information.
So, guys, we know we opened the show with eating healthy food and that. But this second part of the show, guys, we're going to go out with a very stern message. Stay home. Don't be an absolute nincompoop and think that you can get away and do what you want to whom you want to, and think you're not going to get caught. Here's Matt Milford, his comment.
Yeah, exactly right, Barry. If you people think you can keep dodging the system will get you. Simple as that.
The system is like bing, it's going to get you. Because as I said the other day, getting caught is only a matter of time. Even if you took the back street, there are coppers everywhere. Here's Matt now.
Yeah, if you think you can, if you think you're smarter than the police, good luck to you because when they come knocking at your door, you
Right.
better have your checkbook ready, eh, Barry? Knock, knock, it's time to pay the policeman.
Because of, like, as we say, you'll be lucky enough to live on baked beans and spaghetti and all of that. And even wheat bix and porridge and hummus and cracker biscuits. How are you going to pay to get your car fixed? How are you going to pay for your cabs when the time comes? Here's Matt now for this.
Yeah, and then also to pay those bills, Barry, the gas, the water, the electricity, or even nice things, Barry, that $3,000 to $5,000 fine would pay for. A nice holiday would be great after lockdown, wouldn't it? But no, you didn't listen.
So if you don't listen, okay, this is what's going to happen to you. Okay, we know it's been an absolute nightmare, but Matt and I here on the northern beaches and everyone here at Narrowena is staying home, doing the right thing. So if you can do it, if we can do it, sorry, so can you. There is absolutely no excuse for this. And if you need something delivered, ladies and gentlemen, order it online and get it delivered to your house. It's as simple as that. Here's Matt now.
Yeah, that's a good point too. The delivery service, yes, you can order your things online. They're not going to come the next day like they probably used to, or 3 days time. But most of the delivery drivers out there, they're working overtime. They're working hard to get your deliveries to your door. So just be patient. Because if we're all patient, it's really good for the stress levels and your mind, isn't that right, Barry? That's what we talk about a lot. Your mental health.
Yeah. So please don't be an absolute nutcase and go heal and then otherwise your car will be turned around and back you go. Here's Matt now.
And rightly so. That's it. You do the crime, you do the time.
So it's like with me, if I do the wrong thing, the manager will call me straight up and I would have a lot of explaining to do. Here's Matt.
We're lucky, Barry, that you're a good citizen. You do what you're told because you know it's for the greater good. I know that sometimes we don't like doing what we're told, but there's always a bigger picture. Someone smarter than us out there, and they're looking after our safety and our health.
And covering our backsides too. Here's my offside.
That's it. You got to look after one another, and we're out there. We're out here to broadcast to you, to send you the message of just stay at home, guys. It'll all be right in the long run.
And it will all be worth it in the end. It does not hurt to be sensible enough. You've got the ability to do it and talk to your friends on the phone, right? In a diary as well. Here's Matt.
That's a good point. Even Skype, like Barry uses his Skype, FaceTime, or anything that can help him communicate with his friends and family. So I'm sure that you can do it too. And it's quality time when people are actually calling on the Skype too. Usually, if you're out at the pub or the bar or dinners, you sit down at a table, Barry, you've probably got 8 people at a table. You only usually speak to 2. Now you've got the concentrated time with Zoom, and that's an important part too in this lockdown.
Like yesterday, I'm organising a lot of Zoom meetings too. So guys, like, use your time sensibly. Don't get in your car and go driving around the countryside and escape lockdown unless you really have to. Here's Matt.
Yeah, with the technology these days, everything through from your mobile, was it the e-tags, they can tell you when you're on the highway, so you're going in the wrong place. They've got, they're called traffic cams over the highways. These traffic cams they read multiple number plates per second, so they can tell the police and flag you for being out of your 5K zone quite quickly. And you really think you're going to get to these regional areas and people are not going to say, "What are you doing here?" They know who's local and who's not local.
So please, what? Be sensible, guys. Like really, after those 633 cases, that is a lot. And don't interrupt the Premier when she is speaking at a news conference. It's not yours, it's hers. You can ask additional questions later. Here's Matt.
The worrying statistic was that out of the 633 cases there, 550 of them are for all young people. So it's the young people who are the ones that are not listening. I'm sure there's older people out there doing it too, but the young kids have got the mentality that, oh, I'm young, I won't die, so I don't care. And that's the wrong attitude to have.
And I saw someone without a mask on a motorbike, a bicycle, when we went out to the shops today.
Yeah.
So, on the clothing front, please wear your mask, guys. It is not a hard thing to do. Wear a mask if you're going to go for a walk. Well, before we go today, I'm just going over eating healthy. Okay, I brought some hummus for lunch today. I'm gonna have that with some tuna on some bread rolls. So I'm gonna go off to have that now, and the number that we rely on 24 hours a day. We always bring this up at the end of each episode. So 000, please do not ring that number. Except if you've got an emergency, and Lifeline is there too. So if you're feeling like you're not coping, ring Lifeline, but don't ring 000. Here's Matt now for his closing message. on that and eating healthy. Here he is to close the show with all these important messages.
That's right. So you're looking after your health. That good food. If you feel good on the inside, you feel good on the outside. So that's good for other people as well. So yeah, take care of your body. Eat the good stuff. Your fruit and veggies, all that stuff. And as Barry rightly pointed out there, 000, don't call that number this year. Absolutely need to. And Lifeline for those people who are feeling down and out or need someone to talk to, please refer them to Lifeline. So, yeah, very good point there, Barry, as always.
And don't ring 000 and say that you're fed up with this lockdown. Ring Lifeline, they can give you helpful advice and write in a diary too. That's all you've got to do. So, thanks for your company on episode 260, and we will catch you on Friday for episode 261. We hope that you've enjoyed the show, and like always, like and subscribe. And here's Matt for his farewell now.
Thanks for viewing. Thanks for watching. Drop those comments down in the inbox there. We appreciate that. And yeah, till Friday, guys, stay safe and healthy.
And we've got a bumper show coming up for you on Friday. We've got a healthy eating again, more hummus, healthy drink ideas, leftover food, that's all coming up. And don't forget to watch the conferences, guys. Listen and please stay home. So, on that note, we're going to go off and have a healthy lunch now. And this program has been brought to you by today by Twinings.
That's it, Twinings, good old Twinings.
And we thank you for being our sponsor of the show, the new sponsor. So, welcome on board, Coffees and Twinings. So, get some good quality Twinings too. On that note, time for us to say arrivederci, folks. That's all from Matt and I today. Thanks for your company, and we will see you on Friday at 9:30 to do it all again and to end the working week on a high note. And who knows, I might even get a phone call from the Premier's office again. Who knows, but stay tuned for episode 261 coming your way very, very shortly. So until Friday then, guys, I'm Barry Fair alongside Matt Brown, and you take care. Thanks for your company. Have a nice rest. See you later. Thanks for watching episode 260. Bye bye. Good afternoon, everyone, and this is the wrap up of episode 260 now. Nearly 3 o'clock here with Matt Brown and Barry Fair. We hope that you've enjoyed today's show. Well, to conclude episode 260, we've got a food idea for you. And this is a tuna, avocado, and a hummus roll. Now, how do you make that? Well, you simply get a bread roll, guys, and you drain tuna, mashed avocado, and then hummus. Now, hummus is made from chickpeas lemon juice, and garlic. And to tell us more about this healthy roll that I had, it's good afternoon to Matt Brown.
Good afternoon, Barry. Thanks for having me back. Yeah, we had a nice lunch organised for Barry today. He was after his nice roll, fresh roll, so we put that under the old big old toaster sandwich press. Had that nice and browned up for him, a little bit hard, so he had a bit of texture. And we whacked on the old avocado, and then the tuna, and then a nice bit of avocado on top, so a bit of an extra nice healthy fats there from the avocado and the good old tuna with the omega-3s and goodies. And that was followed by what did you have after lunch? What did you have? A nice fruity. What was that one, Barry? You can tell us about that.
The frozen fruits, guys, like grapes, blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries, I
That's it.
think.
Yep, that was it. A little bit of a dash of soy milk, because Barry likes his soy milk to keep him healthy. Put that in. What did we whack that in the NutriBullet?
Yep.
And then had a nice consistent, like it was pretty much like a sorbet, wasn't it, Barry? Nice and healthy, clean.
Yeah. Yes. So, as we were saying, as we've been saying on the show before, don't eat crazy fish and chips and crazy hamburgers, guys, because you need to have a good, clean diet. Here's Matt now for this.
100%. Everyone needs it. Your body needs a good, clean, non-processed food. So all those processed meats and sugars and that, not Barry and my diet will keep to nice, healthy things. So your wheats, your grains, your fruits, your veggies, all the good stuff that nature provides that hasn't been altered with.
Okay, because your intestines will not be able to cope with all that crazy, nasty, oily fish and chips, Kentucky Fried Chicken, you name it, McDonald's, Hungry Jack's, you name it. Here's Matt now for this.
Oh, exactly. I mean, we talk about you are what you eat all the time on the show. In our past episodes about eating healthy, that the junk food, your body has to work too hard to process and digest all that yucky stuff. Whereas your natural foods, they burn and digest it slower, so it gives you longer energy. And that's what it's really about, Barry's having the energy to get through the day without being on the roller coaster, as we call the sugar roller coaster.
Oh, it's going woo, 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 woo.
That's it.
Because if you eat something that's not going to agree with your intestines, ladies and gentlemen, you know where you will end up. Somewhere unpleasant. Here's Matt now.
Yeah, so to combining your healthy foods, which we all know about what healthy foods and unhealthy foods, to give us that energy. That energy also helps to provide, keep us going through the day, and we can also do some exercise, which is the other important thing during lockdown, isn't it, Barry, is to exercise, your body, your brain, and your brain. You don't want to not be exercising that because it goes to sleep. Educate yourself.
Because if you don't use it, you lose it. Here's Matt now.
Very true, Barry. That's a good one. Use it or lose it. Very true. You've got to keep that grey matter spinning around in the head. Keep it working for you and then keep it working for others. Don't let it go to rest. Otherwise, you become lazy and you don't want to get yourself into a mood swing, do you, Barry?
Because if you wake up in the morning, guys, and you're in a grumpy mood, okay, nobody will want to look at you or acknowledge you. Here's Matt now for this.
Yeah, we all know when people are happy, people gravitate towards happy people and want to spend time with those happy people. If you're grumpy and moody and angry, people keep a good distance away from you, and they don't want to be near you or integrate with you. And it's important to be happy. You know, you can choose to be happy or you can choose to be sad.
And we said this earlier this morning on the show too. So we're just recapping it now. Okay. Okay, because during the lockdown you must control your mood swings by eating a good, healthy, balanced diet like I've been doing over the past little while instead of going and getting greasy fish and chips because I know what will happen in my body and in my tummy too. So stick with your healthy stuff, guys, and that's most important. So just going over this tuna roll again. Get a bread roll, a nice healthy one, okay? Toast it, put your tuna on it, and then your avocado, and then add your hummus, guys, and you will love it. And your body will thank you for it. Here's Matt to tell you about it once more before we call it a day.
It's very true, Barry. You've explained that so well that I can't even elaborate on that. But from what Barry's saying is it's so easy, so clean, so healthy, and your body says thank you for it. That's the important thing.
And just before we do get into our final closing message to conclude the show today, okay, 633 cases today, and that is like a whopping Big Mac. We can't say that enough. And if you've been told to stay home, you guys, please stay home. Don't be stupid. Don't think you're going to get away without getting caught because you will be. Okay, because Matt and I can't say this to you enough on the show, so please don't be an absolute nincompoop and think you're going to get away without getting caught, and don't even compensate on getting not getting caught because you will. Here's Matt now to elaborate on that.
It's only a matter of time. I mean, the thing is, people think they can sneak out and go and do what they want and go, I got away with it. No one caught me. This is easy. As soon as you start thinking you can get away with things, what's that famous noise we hear, Barry? Knock, knock, knock. That's it. They'll be coming for you. And you better have your checkbook ready. Isn't that right, Barry?
Yep, and you can say goodbye to your favorite takeaway, your pizzas, fish and chips, going out to restaurants, and next month or the following month or whenever. So please, if you want to knock on the door, the choice is up to you. We are not stopping you, but the ball is in your court, ladies and gentlemen, and rule breakers. So please, let's all be in this together. And now, here's our closing message. Thank you so much for joining us on episode 260 today. We sure hope that you have enjoyed the show, and we look forward to your company on Friday morning at 9:30. Matt and I will be back here in the studio with you to recap on what we've spoken about today and make sure that you are eating nice, healthy food throughout the rest of this week and throughout the rest of this lockdown. And like I've said before, please do not ring 000 unless you have an emergency. And this is where we'd like to conclude episode 260 now. Here's Matt to close the show with leaving 000 alone. Thanks so much for your company today, and we'll see you on Friday. Here's Matt now to close the show about 000 and his farewell.
Yeah, the 000, as everyone knows, is for only emergency uses only. So please don't use that phone number unless you absolutely need to, because there's people out there like Barry and myself that may need that. We'd also like to thank all the 000 workers and police, ambulance, fire brigades, and the people that do the hard work and have to take all the phone calls. So thank you from Barry and I. And yeah, thanks Barry for a great show today. We've covered a nice range of topics here today. So we'll be back again on Friday for our big episode at the end of the week, to episode 261, and we look forward to having your company there. Thanks, Barry.
So until then, thank you so much for your company today on episode 260. And remember, if you don't have to go out, stay put. I'm Barry Fair. On behalf of myself and Matt Brown, you take care, and we'll see you on Friday for episode 261. Okay, do join us, and we hope to see you on Friday. Who knows? We might even ring the Premier's office again. So that's all from us. Have a great afternoon and evening and Thursday. Eat healthy, sleep well. Don't take your anger out on someone else. Write in your diary. Okay, talk if you've got a problem. Don't go and punch the wall. Thanks for your company, ladies and gentlemen, on this new show, and we look forward to your company on episode 261. I'm Barry Fair. Take care, and as Tony Barber used to say, keep smiling, and bye for now.